The alarming rate of drug consumption has always been a problem and has harmful effects on the society. Personal and family problems also lead to drug abuse among youngsters who fails to deal with personal problems. Drug addiction is a compulsive disorder that leads an individual to use substance habitually to achieve desired outcome. Millions of people in the world are suffering with drug addiction, and the number is expected to increase in the coming years. The most common signs and symptoms of drug addiction are loss of control over the usage of drugs and abandoning the activities that they used to like. There are a number of reasons why youth and teenagers are addicted to drugs or related substances. Lack of self-confidence is considered as one of the primary causes of drug addiction. It can be also due to excessive stress, peer pressure, lack of parental involvement in child's activities, and many other more. There are many negative effects of drug addiction on physical and mental health. One of the effects which is most obvious is emotional effect. The drugs create fresh chemical imbalances in the brain or reinforce the old one, which can lead to increased emotional instability. Therefore, most drug addicts experience emotional changes which include mood swings, depression, and also violence. Next is physical effects. Most drug addicts suffer from heart attack, irregular heartbeat, and they do also contract HIV. The impact of drug addiction can be far-reaching and affects every organ of the body. Excessive usage of drugs can weaken immune system and increase the chances of being infected. Brain and liver of drug addicts are also damaged. The effects of drug addiction are seen in people because the drug floods the brain repeatedly with chemicals such as serotonin and dopamine. The brain becomes highly dependent on these drugs and cannot function without them. The effects of drug addiction are also seen in babies of drug abusers and can affect them throughout their entire life. Drug addiction can cause livers to work harder, causing significant liver failure or damage. Regarding brain function, drugs can impact daily activities by causing problems with memory, decision-making, mental confusion, and even permanent brain damage. As said, prevention is always better than cure. It is always best option to deter people from drug abuse. Though it is practically impossible to prevent everyone from using drugs, there are things we can do to avoid drug addiction. Here are some effective tips to prevent drug addiction. First, deal with peer pressure. The biggest reason why people start using drugs is because friends or colleagues who utilizes peer pressure on them. No one in this world likes being left out, especially teen and youngsters. If you are in such situation, you should find a better group of friends who won't pressure you into harmful things, and also plan ahead of time or prepare a good excuse to stay away from tempting situations. Next, understand the risks and factors of drug addiction. Individuals who are aware of the emotional effects and physical effects of drug addiction are most likely to overcome them. People take up drugs when something in their life is not going well and when they are unhappy about their life. One should always look at the big picture and focus on priorities instead of worrying about the short-term goals. Also, develop healthy habits in life. Eat a well-balanced diet and do exercise regularly is the best way to prevent drug addiction. A healthy body makes it easier for people to deal with stress and handle life effectively, which eventually reduces temptation to use drugs. Therefore, action should be taken to prevent you from being addicted from drugs, as they are the intellect of our country in the future. Thank you.